Why is Uncle Knolly focused on you getting 60 people in your front line? The reason is because we, here at EXP, we have frontline agents and we have frontline qualifying agents, okay? There's a difference. So for an agent to qualify, they have to, do at least $5,000 in commissions every 6 months to requalify, and they become a frontline qualifying agent. So the thing is, you want to have, in order to get to your 40, you want to bring in at least 60. Okay, so in some cases you might even need more than that. So that's why I focus on you getting 60, because in 2 years you should be able to do 60. Okay, now I'm going to have you write down another number. That number is 25. Okay, because we're always, those of us that teach agent attraction are always focusing on you getting to 40, because 40 unlocks all 7 levels of agent attraction. And of the revenue share, the 7 different tiers of revenue share are all unlocked when you get 40 frontline qualifying agents. But here's what I want you to write down, the number 25, okay? Focus on getting 25 frontline qualifying agents. Forget about the 40, don't even worry about the 40, because 25 will unlock 6 levels for you, and that's pretty darn good. If I was to tell you how few people have unlocked 6 levels, you wouldn't believe it. Very, very few have unlocked 6 levels. So, and this is really the math to get you there. So the reality though is that it's time on the task over time that wins and beats out hard work over time. So you've got, that beats hard work every time, I should say. So you've got to put in the work. Okay, you've got to put in the work to get the result. So on the slide about trajectory, 118 months the question is that frontline agents or is it downline? It's downline. So the goal is to have 60, okay, in your frontline that are, frontline agents, and then you'll have at least 100 in your organization. Well, if you're new to the real estate game and you don't know people, go start meeting them. Okay, go to open houses. Go to not even really open houses. Go to all the agent functions that you can go to. Now that things are back, coming back open, there's a lot of functions where you can go out and meet real estate agents. Okay, and then there's a lot of message boards where you can meet agents as well. Okay, so as far as the new agents, somebody had asked me, how do you know about the new agents that are there? There is a way to know that. I'm not familiar with it, because I know that when a person signs to get their test or whatever, there's a list out there somewhere. I'm not aware of how to get that list. I don't personally do cold calling, so I reach out to people that I know or have met. And so in order to do that, you've got to get out there and meet people. You go to a real estate function, you meet people. Don't talk to them about EXP at the function, but just start building your inventory of people that you know. Remember, you only have to have 2 meaningful conversations a week. 2, that's it, okay? So you got to get out there and meet people. When you look at Wilco, for example, Wilco is one of our top, he's got to be one of our top 20 in the whole company, 60,000 agents, as far as agent attraction. And Wilco was a soccer coach. Okay, he was a soccer coach before he joined EXP, and he never sold a house, but he started doing agent attraction. He just started meeting agents and talking to them about EXP. And now he's got one of the largest organizations at the company. So it doesn't matter if you're brand new or not. That doesn't matter. So when you have to know who your quote upline is. A lot of people don't like that term. I'm okay with it. There are certain people, you can call them your board of directors or your organization. There are certain people in your organization, in your group, that, that are above you. Get to know every single one of them, because those are the people that are going to be doing the 3-way calls with you, okay? And those are the ones that you want to, get to know. So make sure that you know everyone within your organization as well. Yeah, lunch and learn events. Somebody's asking, do I recommend lunch and learn events? Somebody was teaching, Pat Hayes was just teaching about how to do lunch and learns. And I think lunch and learns is a great place to meet, to take agents, and that kind of fulfills the role of the 3-way call. Okay, so instead of getting them on a 3-way call, you can actually take them to a lunch and learn. But the 3-way call is very important if the agent doesn't live locally, to you, or they can't make it out to a So remember I told you I was going to share some resources with you guys? So we actually have a video. I have a video that's 1 hour. It's a training on how to do a three-way call. Okay, the anatomy of a three-way call. Okay, anybody want that training? So you're like, okay, what do I say on the three-way call? Who says what? How do I do it? How do I conduct it? Where I've got a 1 hour training where I teach you how to do a three-way call, and I'm going to be sharing that in just a moment, right before we end the class together. So yeah, a lot of you guys are saying you want that. So let me punch it in the chat right now, because I know some of you guys might have to head out. And I'm gonna say it out loud too, for those of you watching or tuning in via mobile. If you go to Knolly.com, that's KNOLLY.com/40, okay? Knolly.com/40, as in 40 frontline agents, right? Or FLQAs. Go to Knolly.com/40 and you'll get all of my agent attraction training for free. Okay, this is the stuff that I debated to charge $1,000, for this kind of training. But guess what? Uncle Knolly's making it available for free. It's what I provide to my mentorship masters, and you guys are getting it right here. So I just have a normal conversation. So I mean, I don't even talk to people about EXP the first time. When I first meet them, I don't even talk about EXP. You're just making relationships. Okay, you're making relationships with people. It's going to come up. They're going to ask, well, how do you like EXP? Or tell me, it's going to come up. Okay, and so at the at the page that I just gave you, I give you some of my favorite scripts. I give you some of Brent's favorite scripts on breaking the ice and opening the conversation. But really, if you know the person and you're talking to them, you can come direct and say, hey, you gotta have heard about EXP. Have you looked at EXP recently? And just talk to them. Just start that way. And they say, yeah. Now, most people will tell you they've heard of it. Oh, yeah, I know all about EXP. But they really don't. If they knew all about EXP, they'd be here already. Okay? So they really don't know. So it really is, there's a lot of tips and tricks that we spend many hours teaching our group around this. And it's beyond the scope of this particular call or this particular training, because that would take us, more time. But you do want to become a student of the game, and that website that I just gave you, Knolly.com/40, is going to give you, the scripts and all that to succeed there. Hopefully, you guys, if you've gone to the website, you know how robust and rich it is. I mean, it's gold. It's gold and diamonds is the only way to describe it. Knolly.com/40. And by the way, there's no upsell. Uncle Knolly loves to upsell. I like to sell you this or sell you that. I love selling. I've been selling since I was 13 years old. I don't have any sales available on that website. So it's just 100% for you to learn the game, okay? Somebody asked, do you text them the video? An agent So no, we don't recommend that you text the video. And again, when you go to the 9 laws of agent attraction, I teach you how to go through that conversation. We do not recommend that you text the video. If you text them the video, they're going to say they're going to watch it. They're not going to watch it. Then you're going to call them again. They haven't watched it. You're going to call them again. I haven't watched it yet, but I'll watch it Saturday. Then you call them on Sunday. They still haven't watched it. Pretty soon they're going to be not taking your phone calls, okay? Because they don't want to watch a video. So what we do is we basically, I say, hey, when do you have a few minutes so I can share with you about the EXP model? I say, can you do it Thursday at 2, or would Monday at 1 o'clock be better for you? Now, once you get them on the call, that's when you move them into the presentation and you do it via video. But there's a very specific way to do it. It's beyond the scope of this training. That's why you want to go back and watch the 9 laws of agent attraction. That's where I teach you how to agent attract. How to do the agent attraction, that's a different training. This is really the math around agent attraction. So hopefully that distinction makes sense. And I would sit here and teach you guys all this, but it would take us another hour or 2. And I know some of you guys got things to do. You want to get your weekend going. So there's a lot of different techniques that we use around agent. I can tell you, I've never personally done a lunch and learn, but it works. Okay. All of us will teach you something a little bit different. So you'll teach YouTube video, you'll teach Instagram, you'll teach Somebody else might teach lunch and learns. There's a lot of ways to do this. Don't worry about the way that you do it. Just focus on the math, okay? You've got to speak to 2 agents a day. Now, how you speak to them, that's up to you. If you could do a lunch and learn every week and have 10 agents show up, you've done it just like that. You're done. So however you do it and make it easier on yourself, no problem, okay? No problem at all. So if you guys want to learn how to do a lunch and learn, somebody's asking around that, I would say go to brentgove.com, BRENTGOVE.com. He actually has a resource on there on how to do a lunch and learn, okay? That's a really, really good one. At our sprint conference, Pat Hayes taught a class, that's where I'm thinking, or remember that I saw it, on how to do a lunch and learn. Absolutely powerful. I don't know if he teaches that anywhere else, but that was super powerful. But I would go to brentgove.com. Hey guys, again, the website for my free resources and materials is Knolly, KNOLLY.com/40. You'll get all of my scripts, the videos I like to use. You can listen to how we do a 3-way call, exactly what steps are involved in a 3-way call. You can listen in depth to the 4-step process. That is your academy, your university. Well, I shouldn't say university. The EXP University is the university, but that's like your academy for learning agent attraction, according to the resource. And it's not just my training, it's a lot of training that I put together. So, hey, I love you guys. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. It has been a great honor and privilege, once again, for Uncle Knolly to come to you in the middle of my vacation, by the way. Thank you guys so much. I wish you success with agent attraction in everything you do. You have a great weekend, and Uncle Knolly will catch you on the next one. God bless. I'm out.